And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. All right, to get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Benoit, God of War, Denis. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Renato Moicano.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go, champ, as round 1 gets underway. On one side, you have a true Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. On the other side, a guy who pretty much can do it all. How do you see it playing out?
He can do it all, but he's got to be very careful with the traps. Because when you're fighting a specialist, especially a ground specialist like this guy, you make one mistake and the fight is over. So I anticipate him trying to draw out the plan of attack from the jiu-jitsu fighter before he really starts to go forward and initiate the action.
Oh, and he lands another leg kick there. He's already landed several in this round, and the damage is really starting to take its toll.
Yeah, it's really starting to take its toll. And you watch the opponent. He's walking gingerly on his leg. And one big tell that you're starting to really do well with your leg kicks is when your opponent starts to switch stances.
Right.
Watch for a stance switch very soon.
Get off first.
Oh, nice.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here.
Big shot to the head.
Oh, great block there. Moicano gets tattooed by that straight punch.
When he gets close and he throws, he lands.
All right, so there's the takedown game on display, all set up, though, by the hands this time.
It has to be set up. You cannot just take blind takedown attempt. You can't shoot. You got to set your opponent up. You did that beautifully.
Now drops inside that closed guard.
He's working on the arm bar.
Oh, looks like he's got the arm isolated.
He's got it isolated, working towards the finish.
Oh, the submission defense holds up, he gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high level. He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack his arm triangle. Oh, that sub is tight.
All right, so now going to position over submission as he bails on the sub.
He's postured up. He's landing big ground and pound. He has to move on the bottom or the fight's going to get stopped.
Less than 2 minutes now to go.
That was a slick transition.
All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
All right, rubber guard for him now, DC. We haven't seen you lean on this in the octagon.
No, I can't get those legs up there. Come on, man, look at these tree trunks. They don't go up around nobody's shoulders. I like to keep my feet on the ground, and I like to grind. That's what I'm known for. But this guy has that dexterity. He has that ability to throw up the rubber guard, to be able to threaten from a position where his opponent was trying to find safety. There are many, many attacks here. Let's see which one he chooses to go after.
We'll see what he does here. He postures up and lands to the head. Trying to set up a choke here. Looks like he's got the sub locked in tight now.
Okay, stay tight. You gotta bring it.
Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
All right, feet on the hips here. So we crossed the 30-second mark in our opening round.
Great ground and pound by this man.
Another ground and pound strike lands. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
All right, take a deep breath. Respira bem fundo. Sim, olha, não fique lá em pé, ok? Ele tá atacando muito o seu corpo, ok? You have to do...
All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
All right, so the crowd voicing its appreciation after that crazy sequence in the previous round. Nearly submitted him there, DC.
This is usually what we get with striking. But tonight you have a very educated crowd. They appreciate high-level grappling, and they are getting that tonight in this fight. That submission was indeed, but wow, what a great job of escaping and living to fight another day.
So you got to question the fight IQ at some point. He's got an outstanding offensive takedown game. His ground and pound strikes are vicious, yet hasn't done any of that.
He's listened to the stories, John. He's listened to the stories. He's allowed for this guy to be bigger and badder than he truly is. He's allowed for this man to become such a specimen, such a problem, that he is ignoring his greatest skills.
All right, different round, but same approach out of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. I'm not sure if there is an injury, but his ground game is so strong, he hasn't made any effort to take the fight there.
I don't understand when you possess that skill, when you're so good on the ground and so strong in positions. He does such a great job of finding submissions. I don't know why he wouldn't spin the vast majority of the fight there. Tonight he is fighting a very confusing style of fight, and I just don't get it.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground, he can fight in the stand-up, but he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Oh, arm triangle attempt now. Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle with a lot of pressure going down on his opponent.
Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet.
He needs to shove the knees. Get his opponent's knee off of his belly so he can get to his feet. Nice transition.
I want to see that space. Grab your guard back. Let's go.
So we have crossed the midpoint in this one. Oh, nice transition there. You call that a reversal?
Yeah, you turn your defense into offense. Defensively, you switch position and you go right on the offensive. That's exactly what he did.
All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Moicano's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now. Working in half guard here, making these shots count. Right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard. Great shot from the top position.
Side control. Oh, pinpoint ground strike by him there, and that one opened up a cut. Moicano's got him in a crucifix. Gonna work from the top now. And dizzy as he looks to improve position here. Moicano's back to the side control now.
He's got to start to get to the get-up process. Because everybody talks like you just get up, you don't. It's a process, right? You get to the underhook, you build to the elbows, then you start to gain height to get back to your feet.
Beautiful fight instinct there as he reverses position, and now he's got the dominant position.
He did a fantastic job recognizing, man, I have got to get on the offense. From bottom to top to dominant position. What a great job. He passes to half guard.
So wisely, he continues to attack that area that is cut wide open. When you were fighting, was that something you would do? You see a cut, try to attack it?
It's like a target.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to get your hands on that cut. You want to punch him in it. You want to elbow him in it. Anytime you see your work paying off, you go down the path.
Look how excited you just got talking about punching a dude who's already wide open. Like, you got really excited.
It is, right? And I'm old now. I don't even want to fight no more, but I do love a little damage.
All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. All right, well, no surprise to see that eye continue to be targeted. Some replays from the previous round in which a lot of damage was doled out.
Well, the cut man's got some work to do to try to give this kid an opportunity to stay in the fight, because the reality is he has taken far too many shots to the eye, and now he's dealing with a nasty cut. He has got to change something.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, next round is underway. You know these are two of the more conditioned fighters on the roster, so cardio is not going to be an issue here. And for some fighters, you know, you can have one of those adrenaline dumps or the cardio abandons you on fight night. Not the case for these two guys. Both look very fresh as we start this next round. All right, talk to me, champ. He's got great submission skills, good offensive wrestling. He hasn't so much as even shot for a takedown tonight.
I think he's stuck. I think he's stuck in between. He's good wrestling, but he's not great wrestling. He's great once the fight hits the ground, and he is unsure of how to get it there.
Oh, a nice inside leg kick landed there by Moicano.
Every time he throws that leg kick, it lands with so much force.
Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach. The timing was on point there. Lands a nice take. Look at that. Recognize he was about to lose position.
Postures up now and lands a vicious head strike. And again, dealing with that cut around his eye. Got to be careful.
He's got to shore up the defense, because if he keeps getting hit there, it's only going to continue to get worse. He passes to half. Now he's on top, exactly where he wanted to go. He's in the mount. Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side. His chest, he's out. What submission defense on display.
Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling match, but these fighters came to see knockouts.
Yeah, the fans came to see them knock each other out, and that's what they're going to get. All the grappling was beautiful to watch, John, but ultimately, it is the striking that people show up for. Oh, that one landed, yep. He's sticking him over and over again. He's got his head popping back.
Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you're looking for. Try to take the judges out of it. He is lighting them up now. All right, late in the fight now, DC, the submission specialist clearly is going to be on the wrong end of the scorecards if we get there.
You got to get going. It does not matter if you get reversed from the top. It does not matter if you get guard pass. You got to just start throwing up submissions and hope by causing action, you can latch onto something to end the fight.
All right, well, that blow is buffeting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here.
He passed the half guard. Full side control now.
Oh, in good position to rip off a Kimura here. Oh, he's got it locked in. Oh, now he bails on the submission. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively.
In the half guard. Changing the position.
Working out of the half guard here. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
Big shots.
Well, perhaps it's a high fight IQ, perhaps it's obvious, but he is attacking that cut that is getting deeper by the minute.
And it seems like the right decision because you can see his opponent starting to paw at it. You can see it starting to take an effect. It's messing with him mentally. For him, he's got to continue to attack that area and hope that it just keeps getting worse and worse.
Moicano's in half guard.
Big ground and pound.
Good work from the top here by Moicano. Final seconds of the fight.
Good job being a threat off your back and not allowing your opponent to get comfortable.
All right, so as we await the judges' scorecards, DC will look back at his handiwork. He had it all going from a striking standpoint tonight.
Man, he did a great job. It was very entertaining to watch someone be in such a great state of flow, a great flow state in regards to the stand-up. He said that tonight we would be very impressed with his performance, and I am thoroughly impressed.
The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges scored the contest 30-27, 9-28, and 30-27. For the winner by unanimous decision, Benoit, God of War, Denis.
Oh, we'll call him Mr. Clean. That was a clean performance here tonight. Didn't get the finish that he forecasted, but all 3 judges' scorecards go his way.
Picture perfect, J.A. I mean, this dude showed out tonight. He put on a show for the fans and showed that there are levels to the game.